everyone, myself Priyanka. I am from Electrical Engineering Department from School of Polytechnic, RIMT University. Today's topic for my presentation is GPS, that is Global Positioning System. First of all, what is GPS? GPS is a navigation system which can provide us functioning of time, precise time and location and weather condition to the users. What is GPS? GPS is a 24 high altitude satellites which are constellate in a group that constellation orbits around the earth twice a day and transmit us precise information about the time, location, latitude, altitude, longitude. After that, what is the need, what are the questions arose in GPS? Where to go? That is, if we are taking the example, let us take an example that we are moving from Patiala to Delhi, right? Then our present location is Patiala, right? That is already fetched by GPS. That GPS is we are using in our laptops, in our mobile screens, in any of the cases. Then that GPS will fetch your present location, where you are at present. What is your present location? That is fetched by GPS by itself. After that, if we want to go to Delhi, suppose we are taking the example of Delhi. If we want to go to Delhi, that will be our destination place, right? That destination place will be already if we put in our GPS system that we want to go to Delhi from Patiala, then it will take our destination place by already itself. With the help of satellites, it will provide us how much distance there is from Patiala to Delhi. Suppose next it will first of all it will ask us where to go, then it will fetch our present location, that is I am taking the example of Patiala to Delhi, that my present location is Patiala. Suppose now we would like to go to Delhi, as I tell you, then Delhi is my destination location, right? After that, it will fetch movement with which vehicle, with which instrument, with which traveling, with which you are traveling from one place, Patiala to Delhi. Suppose you are traveling from Patiala to Delhi with the help of bike, as such boys can go by bike. So it will take 5 to 6 hours. If you are going 4 to 5 hours, suppose if you are going from by car, it will take 5 to 6 hours. By bus, it will take 5 to 6 hours. If we are very we need to reach very early, it will we are taking the aeroplane mode. Then it will take 2 to 3 hours. That all the moving positions are noted by the GPS, and it will let us know about how much time it will take to reach at our destination. After that, it will tell us the position around it. Matlab how means how are the positions. Suppose actually I'm taking the example again from Patiala to Delhi. Suppose there are a lot of destinations, right? If we start from Patiala, there is a Rajpura, there is Ambala city, there is Karnal city, and a lot of. Then it will let us know about all the position here and around, that what we are moving from, and we are crossing from, what we are coming from. Then it will fetched all by GPS system through the satellites. After that, it will let us know about the time of occurrence. Time of occurrence means how much time it will take to reach. As earlier I explained, with bike it will take 4 to 5 hours. It will let us know about the movement, how much speed you are taking. After that, how much speed you are moving, and will let us know about the system, where to how much time it will take to reach, right? After that, what is the need of GPS? What are the requirements of GPS? First of all, safe travel, that I am already taking the example of Patiala to Delhi. It will make us reach with the shortest distance, with the longest distance. It will let us know about the shortest and longest distance both from their from its satellite point of view, and we will find out the shortest distance without traffic, and it will let us know about the traffic too. Sometimes we will reach destination point later late because of the traffic. It will already tell us about the traffic, where to go, from where to go, where is the position and where is the location, right? After that, traffic control all is nowadays there is a strike going on at Karnal. Because of that there is huge traffic, so traffic control police get to know about the traffic on the roads with the help of GPS system, and they will divert the traffic by another way, right? After that, it is used as resource management. There are a lot of forestry industries that are using GPS for the tracking of fire prevention and control, harvesting operation, and insect infestation. These are all done by GPS system nowadays, and many of the forestry industries are using this technique. After that, defense mapping. In case of defense mapping, our soldiers use GPS nowadays. They are using it with the help of GPS to hide the weapons, to target the assets, and to locate their new weapons on the new locations. After that, utility management is the nowadays our many of the industries, many of the water industries are using utility management technique. Many of the water industries, like many of the vehicle industries are using fuel maintenance, vehicle maintenance. These all works are done with the help of GPS system. After that, we can locate our location. Suppose we are right now at RAMT University, so we can find it out on our map with the help of GPS system. We can find all our homes, all our towns, that we can find our hometowns with the help of GPS system. Now, what is time synchronizing system? GPS system is a time synchronizing system. It can synchronize different signals from different places, that in a single phasor diagram. That means it can collect 100 kilometers of signals in a single diagram and present it in a single phasor, same phasor diagram. After that, phasor measurement unit. It is a digital device which can be used to measure the voltage and currents at any of the substation that are far away from us, that are more far away from each other, and collect them in a single phasor diagram and let them represent. After that, phasor diagram of a that our phase measurement unit is, it requires a particular interval of time, particular data at every interval of time. Means it will give you a fixed amount of time. It will take data after every fixed amount of time, and it will take intervals and data at a fixed interval of time. The output to the analyzing unit is the output to analyzing unit is the output of the secondaries of the primary potential transformer and the secondary of the current transformer. We will take the output of voltage from the primary potential transformer, that is PT, and current output from the secondary transformer, that is CT. Let us explain with the example. There is a anti-analyzing filters. After we take the output from CT and PT, it will become the input to the anti-analyzing unit, that is, it will reach at anti-analyzing filter. If we don't use anti-analyzing filters, then there will be a error in the estimation of the system, right? After that, it will reach after that, analog signal will reach at the 16-bit analog to digital converter. This 16-bit analog to digital converter will convert the analog system to the a digital system, and then it give to the phase locked controller. Phasor locked controller which provide us the appropriate needed high speed synchronized signal. Means we need high speed signals to high speed synchronized signals. So that is provided by us with the help of phase locked controller. After that, GPS receiver is used to work. GPS receiver is the receiver used to work the synchronized time. It will provide us an accurate synchronized time to reach the signal. After that, we will use microcontroller. Microcontrollers are used to calculate the positive signals in the system. How much positive signals are in the system, that are calculated by microprocessor. After that, the modem is a device which we will use to transmit the signals and decode it into the user interface, and it will become the replica to the input and to the output of to the user. Means we will get the signals of the GPS with the help of modem. Modem provides us the signal and decode it and transmit it to the user. This is all about diagram. After that, applications of the PMU, that is phasor measurement unit, in case of power system. First of all, adaptive relaying. Adaptive relaying is a protective philosophy. That means adaptive relaying is used for protection of the power system in case of relays. In case of relays, we will use PMU for the perfect functioning of the relays. Second is instability prediction. If there is any load shedding or any step relaying, then this is predicted by our PMU, that is phasor measurement unit. After that, state estimation. In case of there are a lot of signals we have received from different power systems, power stations and substations, these signals are not sometimes not distortion free, sometimes there are so many distortion. Then this phase estimation is done with the help of PMU, that is phase measurement unit. After that, fault recording is done with the help of local data collecting. Fault recording is done with the help of local data collecting and achieved the objective with the help of local data. If we collect the local data and then we will analyze the readings, and it will achieve the objective of the system. After that, we will record the fault. After that, we will record the disturbance, right? After that, there are disturbance in the there is if there is disturbance in the loss generation of loss in the power system, there is loss in the fault, there is loss in the transmission line, that all is done, that all are due to the losses, that all losses are fetched with the help of phase measurement unit, and it is detected by our GPS system. After that, transmission and generation, modeling, verification. All the today's time is a computerized time. All the modeling is done on the computer, firstly not done on the physical level. Because of that, we can save huge amount of budget if that is not implicable perfectly. If that is implicable perfectly, we can use it on the physical level, but before implement it on the physical level, we will discuss it on the computerized techniques, and then we will use it on the physical level if it is beneficial and budgetable. After that, there are a wide area protection. under the power system there is a very huge area. Under the power system there, suppose we will take the example of all over Punjab, right? All over Punjab area cannot be even handled by a single system, right? Then we will use GPS phase measurement unit to protect all over area of the wide that all over area of Punjab with the help of satellites, with the help of power that our power and system can be handled with the help of satellites and GPS system, and we can find out the location of the fault and all about. Last but not the least, that is fault location. To find out the fault location we will use phase measurement unit on both the ends of the transmission line. If we are using the phase measurement unit on both the ends of the transmission line, then it can be fetched easily. You can fetch location of the fault easily with the help of phase measurement unit, because that is installed on both ends of the line. Three phase voltages and three phase currents can be fetched easily with the help of phase measurement unit, because it is established on the both ends, and it will locate us the location by telling us where is the fault is located. So these are the main applications, and that is relay adapting relays, fault location, fault recording, all are the applications in case of our power system. Rather than this there are many applications, but we are discussing about today we are only discussing about power system. Thank you so very much.